Hola, ¿qué tal? Estamos aquí de vuelta con Metal Gear Solid 5 de Phantom Pain. Había empezado a grabar hace un rato, pero tenía mala una configuración, así que vamos a empezar de nuevo. No en el mismo lugar porque me tuve que mover nuevamente porque me estaban atacando,
HK, dat zegt hij. Wat zijn die fans?
como se pueden
Uitgestreekt maar
notar.
contact verloren naar het kruisvuur. Vijand kan nog even samen wegkruipen. Adverseer waakzaamheid. Over.
Y bueno, pues continuamos en las misiones que teníamos pendientes. Un momento. Pues, teníamos unas misiones secundarias y principales y vi que había una importante acá de las secundarias, lista de misiones secundarias. Y me parece, bueno, aquí las típicas de siempre que ya se empiezan a repetir, ¿no? Pero aquí una de las secundarias es visita a Quiet en la celda. Y bueno, vamos a hacer esa. Se llamará Helicoptero. Bueno, aquí está mejor.
Roger.
Nos dirigimos hacia allá a ver si no encontramos ningún peligro en el camino. Ok, vamos. Pickwood, ¿por dónde estás? Digo, ¿por dónde vienes? ¿Por dónde estás? No está pasando. ¿Estoy dormido o qué? Ahí viene el buen Pickwood.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Vámonos pues. Pero nos vamos de camino a la base al
Boss, I need
parecer.
to talk to you about this. Quiet. Can you meet me at her cell here on the base? Whenever's fine. Thanks.
Ok, y aparte tenemos nuevas grabaciones que podríamos escuchar. Que sería... bueno. Sucesos actuales en África, la propagación de Walker Years. Bueno, cuando vayamos de regreso lo escuchamos, ¿no? O mejor ahora, que ahora. ¿Cómo está la situación en África?
Ever since the attack on your unit 9 years ago, the name Big Boss has become known the world over.
What do you mean?
Those of your men who survived traveled far and wide. They fought throughout the world. In fact, they're part of the reason we have all these PFs now. Every one of them suffered their own phantom pain from losing you. Talking about you wherever they went helped to heal their wounds. Your actions and words, your legend, has been told on every battlefield they've set foot on. Obviously, as the tales have spread, the truth's been distorted, painted over. Big Boss sacrificed himself to show us the threat that Cypher poses. He sounded a warning, so it goes.
A warning?
Too much power destroys the hands that hold it. Apparently, you chose to be a living example of that.
I never said any of that.
The moment any truth is passed on, it starts turning into fiction. The problem is, fiction inspires people more than facts. To the world, you're now the legendary mercenary Big Boss. The lessons you've taught the PFs are the reason they're so widespread. They're the reason they've survived. And you know what they all aspire to? To one day go nuclear, just like you did, and stand up to Cypher.
Of all the stupid things you could do.
They'll never understand what you really wanted. Heroes are misunderstood. It takes a man of the same caliber to understand what drives them. Bottom line is, these guys want to be like their hero, Big Boss. And deep down they all have their eyes on nuclear weapons. They say that a nuke is the only means of standing against Cypher. But these days it's becoming little more than a slogan to rally the troops and survive in a cutthroat business.
Currently, there are 3 major PFs who've expanded into Central Africa. CFA, Rogue Coyote, and Zero Risk Security. HEC's investigations have shown there's almost no overlap between their areas of operation. It's not so much a turf war, more like they have a gentleman's agreement. If you do cross paths with them, you probably won't have to face more than one at a time. Still, don't expect a walk in the park. The CFA, Contract Forces of Africa. These guys are a major player. Their head office is in Pretoria, South Africa. That's also where the South African Defense Force is headquartered. We think the two are closely connected. An HEC investigation revealed that most of the CFA's operators are former SADF soldiers. South Africa has been locked in struggles with neighboring regimes for years. That means constant action, and we know better than anyone that's the best kind of training. A company drawing its recruits from hardened military vets. You can bet they know how to handle themselves. Do not underestimate them. Within the CFA is a company of soldiers made up mainly of locally hired operators. They speak Afrikaans to communicate with personnel from the CFA, but if you notice any speaking the local language, that's them. Though hired from the local population, they were originally part of a paramilitary group, so they'll have plenty of combat experience. And unlike their days shooting junkyard rifles out of beat-up pickup trucks, the CFA now supplies them with the latest gear from the West. On top of that, they've been combat trained by the South African Army. All that adds up to a much stronger fighting force. So don't brush them off. Look at the Angola-Zaire border region. The east bank of the Munene River in particular. It's a microcosm of a problem that stretches all across Africa. There's a civil war going on in Angola fought between the government MPLA and the Western-backed UNITA. Zaire is still a dictatorship under President Mobutu, but numerous uprisings have broken out in its remote regions. With all the trouble elsewhere keeping their hands full, neither government has control over their side of the border. They depend on militias and PFs, as do the rebels. Government forces, guerrillas, militants, groups of all shapes and sizes hawk whatever resources they can to hire PFs. Conflict brings PFs. PFs expand the war zone, and more conflicts erupt in a continuous chain reaction. Sounds like our kind of work. Mother Base could grow by leaps and bounds.
Hard to believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa.
When did that start?
No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here.
They're not supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning.
The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now. Even so, they're spreading much too fast. Sure, the Walker gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread.
Like what?
It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true. Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit, for anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend.
The nuclear deterrent.
Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons in the open? Making them public property?
Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks.
Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world.
So, what is Cypher really up to?
She, refuses to wear clothes. The last staff member who tried to dress her, breathing through tubes. Other than that, she's completely cooperative. She understands English. She never speaks, sweats, or breathes.
What?
Well, not with lungs, at least. She breathes through her skin. Clothing would suffocate her. Showers are okay, but she can't be submerged.
What's wrong with her?
She's drinking through her skin.
She's okay?
She's okay. She just can't move when she's taking in water. Look. See that? She hasn't eaten a thing since she got here.
She doesn't eat either?
Never. It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. That's the verdict from the medical staff?
No, the jury's still out. It's the only explanation for what we've seen. The GRU had a man with that ability in its Cobra unit. And we don't think she's contagious. Some of the staff can't stomach her. It's starting to affect morale.
Can't you send her on a mission?
By herself? No. But as you know, she does have skill. Why not take her out on one of your missions? She seems to like you. Of course, only if you think she'll be useful. Next time you go out, you keep her in mind.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Todo este tiempo estuve hablando con mi demasiado peleados.
Gaining altitude.
I'm used to working with quiet. I don't see a problem with giving her some new weapons. I've already talked it over with the R&D team.
Bueno, ok. Vamos a tratar de agregarla ahorita a una misión, a ver qué hace. A ver qué sucede, a ver si nos acompaña. Pregunto si será en el sentido de...
Boss, that man you picked up in Walla Yamasa is a top-notch gunsmith. We got plenty of work for him. But it turns out that he's just the apprentice of a so-called legendary gunsmith. Now, if this legendary gunsmith is all he's cracked up to be, we could really use him on our side. The apprentice gave us the whereabouts of his master. If you've got the time, go and grab him. I've added the details to your side ops list.
Ok. Pero... prefiero... ir a hacer la misión y ya después las otras las hago fuera de cámara. Huellas de Fantasmas.
Boss, this contract comes from the MPLA, the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. Apparently, new Western bipedal weapons have been deployed to Ditati Abandoned Village and are a threat to their troops. Our job is to eliminate them. The bipedal weapons they're talking about are, of course, walker gears. As I previously reported, they're already in active service with PFs in Africa. But don't you find it strange? A PF employed by the West obtains a prototype developed by the Soviets, yet the Russia-backed MPLA don't know the details. Eastern weapons technology developed in Afghanistan is being supplied to the West in Africa. Only Cypher would be capable of making something like that happen. So, boss, eliminate the walker gears at Ditati Abandoned Village, just like the MPLA have asked. Once you do, the PF will need to contact its supplier, giving us a chance to close in on that supplier, Cypher.
Ok. Aceptamos la misión. Existen versiones más desarrolladas de los... Ok, sí, me parece. Vamos a hacer esto. La que tengo equipada ahora. Y vamos a cambiar a esta. Armas de apoyo. C4. ¿Qué artículos se podrían agregar aquí? No mucho, herramientas ya están. Seleccionar compañero. Vamos a ver cómo actúa Quiet. Ah, ok. Pues, aparentemente no se puede poner ropa porque si no, no respira. Así que Kojima. Pues eso, ahí está. Creo que... ¿Qué tal se verá esta ahí? Creo que... Esta tiene un poquito más de sentido ahí, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a vehículo. Usamos este. Y ya está. Lleguemos cuanto antes. Huella de fantasmas. Footprints of Phantoms.
Boss, this contract comes from the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The PF at Ditati Abandoned Village has been supplied with walker gears. Your job is to eliminate them all. Destroy them, extract them, whatever you see fit. This just might get us closer to the walker gear supplier, Cypher. Good luck, boss.
Bastante cerca de la misión.
Be careful down there, boss.
¿Qué ordena el fuego? Matar al enemigo.
Quiet.
Ok. ¿Quién no nos va a seguir? Es que ya se va a quedar de lejos, ¿no? Porque es... Pero...
Quiet.
Bueno. Pues ahí Quiet un momento. Ah, es en la posición en la que se va a colocar aparentemente. Está observando ahí. ¿Qué estamos haciendo? ¿Qué estamos haciendo? Sería súper genial que pudiéramos tener más de un compañero a la vez. Aquí me serviría muy bien la ayuda de Dido.
That's your target. Eliminate it any way you'd like.
¿Cuál es el target? Ah, los walkers. Está quiet. Es que está lloviendo, pero por eso que no está.
The targets have been deployed to that outpost. Find and eliminate all of them.
Curioso que esté lloviendo ahora que necesitamos a Quiet. Yo creo que es por eso que no está, ¿Cómo lo vamos? Narrativa. Prisioneros.
Where are your friends?
Solo hay un 80% de posibilidad, tal vez no sea buen momento para... Tal vez sí, vamos a intentar por el 90%.
You gotta extract him.
¿Quién me está viendo? Ojo. más me dio. ¿Quién? Debieron ser ellos, ¿no? Se va a dormir y es justo cuando tengo que encontrar al otro. Lo siento. No había cambiado de arma. Seguro que tenía otra arma. Bueno, ya que...
De CPF begrepen. Ons is onder een aanval. Alle eenheden op gereedheid. Uit.
Quiet está haciendo algo inútil si llueve. O sea que por eso es que está... Ah, bueno. Está dejando de llover. Se quedó quiet. No entiendo cómo. Está tratando de decirme.
Fire. Quiet.
No entiendo. Supongo que... No sé si nos va a servir o no. Pero... Usted que me sigas, quiet.
Explosives are a good choice for destroying the walker gears. Of course, that'll alert the enemy to your presence. Ideally, you should take them out all at once.
¿En serio?
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings.
Me va a ser más útil tener al perro que a Quiet.
Speak.
Más prisioneros. Pude cambiar arma mientras. Veamos lo que-
Spit it out. Spit it out. Where are the others?
Ekman, stay okay.
too. Roger that.
Oh. ¿Quién? ¿Quién fue? ¿Quién me vio?
Extract him.
Talk.
Dis Delta 2. Die ver het een van ons ingevat. Ek het nou net sy lijk opgespoor. Oor. Dit is CP, begryp. Beskerm sekuriteit en vind die indringers. Uit.
Los planos. ¿Dónde está el prisionero? Help me! Esta noche haciendo, así que vamos a tomarlo como ventaja.
Okay, subject is in.
Talk.
funciona.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Spit it out.
Yo creo que no hay más.
Speak.
A ver, este de aquí. Se va. Y este otro de allá.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Para que se detonara esta cosa.
You gonna extract him?
Ah, ya.
Target destroyed. Another one down. Now for the next. That's the way.
Ontploffing in gebied. Kan niet zien waar niet. Oor. Er is CP, begrijp. Het kan een vijandige aanval wees. Alieneren, vakker wees. Uit.
Target eliminated. Great. Now on to the next. Nice work.
CP, dit is Delta 6. Ontploffing, vooral instructie. Oor. Er is
¿Será que no se va a
CP,
acercar?
wees waakzaam en rijd die vijandheid. Uit. CP, je bent in mij uitgeslagen. Heel waarschijnlijk herinneren me. Moet ik dit onderzoeken? Oor. Er is CP, begrijp. Alieneren, wees paraat. Uit.
Great. No targets remaining. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Ok. Tenemos la misión, Raid no sirve para nada, ¿sabes? Bueno, ya que estamos aquí, vamos por ahí.
CP, dit is Delta 6. Onderzoek voltooi. Geen teken van die vijand. Oor. Er is CP, begrijp. Rij op uw route. Uit. CP, dit is Delta 2. Ontploffing gehoord. Schade onbekend. Oor. Er is CP, begrijp. Alieneren. Houdbaar. Infecteren indringers. Uit.
No. Son así por la plana, pero no
that's been holding their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
CFP, dat is Delta 2. Sommige toeristen is vernietigd. Lijkt dus die werk van die vijand. Goed. Dat is CFP, begrijp. Alles ook onmiddellijk en geen terugvoeren. Uit.
Bueno, nos vemos pues. Con la YouTube de Quiet. Debe seguir, no me tenemos activo ahí. Son Quiet.
Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Éxito.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
Éxito.
Boss, we were right. Once you'd eliminated those walker gears, a resupply call was made from Ditati to CFA headquarters. The CFA then contacted none other than Saner. That's right, the shell company that owned Mfinda oil field. So Saner was just a front for Cypher. The resupply won't be happening just yet. But we did learn that the walker gears are transported out of Nova Braga Airport. Apparently there's a distribution network on the Savannah that links all the PF outposts. I'll have the intel team investigate this network. If Cypher is supplying PFs with walker gears, the PFs have to be offering them something in return. We follow the money trail. We might just find ourselves on Cypher's doorstep.
Ok. ¿Y ahora qué? Solo escuchamos lo que tenga que decir del el cassette de Quiet y bueno.
Boss, the intel team has come back with its report following its investigation into PF logistics. Cypher has to be involved with this distribution network somehow. One thing in particular caught my eye. A convoy that regularly crosses the Savannah. On paper, it's just mined resources going to the government, but the security's much too heavy. At the very least, it's worth checking out. Take a look at the mission.
Okay.
Where is she?
You mean quiet? In her cell, of course.
Why did you send her out with the boss on that mission?
She proved herself well enough, didn't she? The boss sure knows talent when he sees it.
That woman will never be one of us. She's targeting him.
Don't forget, we do owe her one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember what happened when she first got here? She shot down the aircraft Cypher sent after us. Not only that, she hit the cockpit. Who else could have done that? We're talking about a fighter jet traveling at Mach speed.
What's your point?
If she hadn't been there, the boss's chopper would be at the bottom of the ocean right now. Or it would have been followed right back to Mother Base. So let's say she does have some elaborate scheme in the works. If you want to catch her in the act, all we can do is sit back and wait. On the other hand, if she swears allegiance to the boss like our other Fulton recruits, he couldn't ask for a better partner.
She's got you fooled.
I have eyes on her. If she tries anything, she'll regret it. We lose nothing either way.
Ok, bueno, lo que está sucediendo en la Mother Base. Eso ha sido todo por ahora. Lo vamos dejando por aquí. Definitivamente me gustó bastante.